శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ 2008 లో స్థాపించిన కళాశాలలో MBA, NAC A గ్రేడ్ మరియు ISO సర్టిఫికేషన్ సాధించిన మొట్టమొదటి కళాశాల శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ త్వరలో అటానమస్ కాబోతోంది.
2014లో ISO గుర్తింపు, 2015లో రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వంచే A గ్రేడ్, 2016లో NAC A గ్రేడ్, ఇప్పుడు NBA సాధించిన సంస్థ శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ.
Good morning to all. In the last class we discussed about the transistors. Okay, transistors configurations CB, CE. Today I would like to explain CC. That means common collector configuration. And CE configuration is widely mostly used in amplified circuits. Okay, and the next topic, transistor is an amplifier. First one, CC, common collector configuration. This is the circuit diagram. Common collector configuration means collector is common between input and output circuits. In this configuration, input is applied between base and collector, and the output is taken from the emitter and collector. Here, collector of the transistor is common to both input and output circuits. So this is called the common collector configuration. Collector of the transistor is common to both input and output circuits, and hence the name common collector configuration. And it is also known as emitter follower configuration. This is very important. CC configuration is also called emitter follower configuration. Common collector connections for both NPN and PNP transistors. Okay. And common collector input characteristics. So this is the input characteristics. X-axis we will take in VCB, input voltage, and input current is IB current. We will take in the Y-axis. So current in microamperes, current in voltage, VCB is in voltage. This is the input characteristics of the transistor in CC configuration. The input characteristics of CC configuration is a graph of input current IB means base current, versus input voltage VCB means collector base voltage, at a constant VCE. Okay, VCE means output voltage is the VCE, collector to emitter voltage. The base current is taken along the y-axis. So the base current, that means IB, is taken along the y-axis, and collector base voltage VCB is taken along x-axis. The common collector input characteristics are quite different from either common base or common emitter input characteristics. In common base and common collector characteristics, just small increase in voltage, current is rapidly increases. Okay, in this common collector, the difference is due to that the input voltage VCB is largely determined by the level of collector to emitter voltage VCE. The difference is that the input voltage VCB is largely determined by the level of collector to emitter voltage VCE. Okay, that's why VCE equal to VCB minus VCB. VCE అంటే that means collector to emitter voltage equal to collector to base voltage minus emitter to base voltage, and VCB equal to VCE plus VBE. In CC configuration, input junction is BC and it is reverse biased. So, input resistance in CC configuration is very high. This is important. In CC configuration, input resistance in CC configuration is very high. And next one, common collector output characteristics. It is a curve between the emitter current IE and collector to emitter voltage VCE at a constant base current IB. It is the curve between emitter current. Emitter current means output current, that is the IE current, and collector to emitter voltage, that is the output voltage VCE at a constant base current, that is the input current IB current. So we have taken output voltage and output current, but input current is constant. So output voltage and currents are, output voltage is VCE, output voltage is in VCE, and output current is IE current. Input current is IB current, that is the constant current. Okay, this is the characteristics. Same, saturation region, cutoff region and active region, VCE and IE. IE is in milliamperes. So it is the curve between emitter current IE and collector to emitter voltage VCE at a constant base current IB. The emitter current is taken along y-axis. This is the emitter current which is taken along the y-axis, and collector to emitter voltage is taken along the x-axis. Okay, this diagram, this characteristic shows the output characteristics of a typical transistor in common collector configuration. Okay, since IC is approximately equal to the IE, this IC is approximately equal to the IE. The common collector output characteristics are practically similar to those of the common emitter output characteristics. Okay, this is the CC output characteristics. So CB, CE, CC input characteristics and also output characteristics. And next one, comparison of the CE, CB, CC configurations. Okay, first of all, input resistance RI. Input resistance in RI. In CB configuration, it is very low, approximately 20 ohms. In CE configuration, input resistance is also low, approximately 1 kilo ohms. In CC configuration, it is high, approximately 500 kilo ohms. Okay, and second parameter, output resistance or not. Output resistance or not of the CB configuration is very high, that is in 1 mega ohm. Output resistance in CE configuration is high, that is 40 kilo ohms, and output resistance in CC configuration it is low, that is 50 ohms. Okay, and the next parameter, input current. Input current in CB configuration, that is IE current. In CE configuration, input current is IB. In input current in CC configuration is IB. Okay, and the next parameter, output current. So Output current is in CB configuration, that is IC. Output current in CE configuration is also IC, and output current is in CC configuration is IE. Okay, input current CE and CC both are equal, that is IB current. Output current CB configuration and CE configuration output current is same, that is the IC current. Okay, and the next parameter, input voltage applied between in CB configuration, that is emitter to base. In CA configuration, the input voltage is taken base to emitter. In the CC configuration, input voltage is base and collector. And the next parameter, leakage current. In leakage current, in CB configuration is small, in CE configuration is large. Okay, and also in CC configuration, leakage current is large. In CE and CC both configurations, leakage current is large, but only in CB configuration it is small. And next one, output voltage taken between the, in CB configuration it is taken collector and base. In CE configuration, output voltage is taken between the collector and emitter. In CC configuration, output voltage is taken between the emitter and collector. Okay, and the next parameter, current amplification factor. So current amplification factor in CB is alpha, in CE is beta, in CC is gamma. Okay, in CB configuration, alpha equal to IC by IE, that is collector current by emitter current. Okay, in CE configuration, beta equal to current amplification factor, beta equal to IC by IB, that is collector current by base current. In CC configuration, current amplification factor is gamma, that is emitter current by base current, IE by IB. Okay, and the next parameter, current gain, AI. Current gain in CB configuration less than unity. In CE configuration, that is high, about 20 few hundreds. In current gain in CC configuration, it is high, 20 to few hundreds. Okay, and the next parameter, voltage gain, AV. In CB configuration, the voltage gain is medium. In CE configuration, it is medium. In CC configuration, voltage gain is less than unity. And the next one, applications. In CB configuration, as the input stage of the multi-stage amplifier and for high frequency applications. In CB configuration, applications are as the input stage of the multi-stage amplifier and for high frequency applications. In CE configurations, provides both voltage and current gain greater than unity. Okay, and hence it is widely used in audio signal amplification. In CE configuration, provides both voltage and current gain greater than unity. Okay, and hence it is widely used in audio signal amplification. In CC configuration, for impedance matching, this is very important. In CC configuration is used for impedance matching. Okay, this is the comparison of CE, CB and CC configurations. And next one, why CA configuration is most widely used in amplifier circuits. Okay, the common emitter configuration is widely used among its 3 transistor configurations because of provides both voltage gain and high current gain. Okay, in CE configuration is only the configuration which provides both voltage gain as well as the current gain greater than unity. Voltage gain and current gain is greater than unity. In case of CB configuration, current gain is less than unity. In case of CC configuration, voltage gain is less than unity. So, CE configuration is widely used. And next one provides high power gain. The power gain is the product of voltage gain and the current gain. Power is power equal to voltage into current. So that's why power gain is the product of voltage gain and the current gain. In CA configuration provides voltage gain nearly equal to the voltage gain provided by the CB configuration. Okay, and the current gain nearly equal to the current gain provided by the CC configuration. So thus the power gain of the CA amplifier is much greater than the power gain provided by the other two configurations, that is CC and CB. And it can be CE configuration can be cascaded efficiently. In a common emitter circuit, the ratio of the output resistance to the input resistance is small, range from 10 ohms to 100 ohms. This makes configuration an ideal for coupling between the various transistor circuits. However, in other connections, the ratio of output resistance to the input resistance is very large, and hence coupling becomes highly inefficient due to large mismatch of the resistance. That's why CA configuration is mostly used in amplified circuits. Okay, and the next important topic is transistor is an amplifier. This is very important in examination point of view. Okay, consider the circuit. Consider the transistor circuit. Here the load resistance is RL. Okay, so in this load resistance is RL is in series with the collector supply voltage VCC. This is the supply voltage, collected supply voltage VCC series with the load resistance. For this circuit, small voltage change, that is the delta VI. Small voltage change is the delta VI between the emitter and base. Okay, this is the emitter and this is the base. Small voltage change is delta VI between the emitter and the base. Causes a relatively large emitter current change is delta IE, emitter change. The fraction of the change in delta IE, which is collected and passed through the RL. So this changes is passed through the RL and it is defined alpha bar. Therefore, the change in the output current is alpha delta IE. Okay. First, we consider the transistor circuits and the load resistance is RL. It is in series with the collector supply voltage VCC. Okay. For this circuit, small voltage change is delta VI, that is between emitter and the base. Relatively large emitter current change is delta IE. First of all, small change in voltage and next small change in current also. So, small change in voltage is delta VI. It is between the emitter and base. And next, small change in current, emitter current, that is delta IE. So, this changes in delta IE, which is collected and passed through the RL, load resistance. So, that is defined by the alpha bar. and therefore change in the output current. Okay, that is the alpha delta IE, and the change in the output voltage across the load resistance, that is delta V naught equal to V equal to IR. That's why alpha bar RL into delta IE, R into resistance into current, that is the voltage, and the change in the input voltage delta VI can be represented in terms of dynamic resistance of the emitter junction, that is the RE. So it is defined as delta VI equal to, that is the delta VI equal to RE bar delta IE. Under these circumstances, the voltage amplification A equal to, that means current gain equal to output voltage by input voltage, that is the change in output voltage by change in input voltage. Okay, change in output voltage is alpha bar RL delta IE, change in input voltage is small RE bar into delta IE. Okay, finally it is taken alpha bar into RL by RE bar. So the dynamic resistance of the emitter junction RE bar is defined as Vt by Ie. Vt means thermal voltage, where Ia is the emitter current. Okay. For example, just a simple example, Re equal to 40 ohms, alpha equal to 1, and RL equal to 2 kilo ohms, and A equal to 50. So this calculation is in the simplified form, but in essence it is correct and gives the physical explanation of why the transistor acts as an amplifier. From the above discussion, it is clear that current is in low resistance input circuit, which is transferred to the high impedance output circuit. Low resistance input circuit is transferred to the high impedance output circuit. Low to high. Okay, that means the amplifier. The word transistor, which originated as a contraction of transfer resistance, is based upon the device. Okay, and the parameter alpha bar, that is the parameter alpha bar is maintained above, is defined as the ratio of change in the collector current to the change in the emitter current at a constant collector to base voltage. Okay, once again, the parameter alpha bar is mentioned above is defined as the ratio of change in the collector current to change in the emitter current at a constant collector to base voltage, and is called the small signal forward short circuit current transfer ratio or the gain, that is alpha bar equal to mod of delta IC by delta IE at the constant VCB. Okay, that is the transistor is an amplifier. And the next one, Ebers-Moll model of the transistor. Okay, first of all, the relation between the transistor currents and transistor junction voltages, it is given as IC equal to minus alpha n IA minus IC naught into epsilon VC by VT minus 1. Okay, that is the current equation, transistor current equation. Here subscript n into alpha indicates that we are using the transistor is in normal manner. Okay, transistor is in normal manner. The subscript capital N to alpha, where we interchange the role of emitter and collector. So replace, first of all, In the transistor we will take an emitter, base, collector. Emitter, base, collector. Emitter and collector is replaced, interchange. Okay. So emitter replaced with the collector, collector replaced with the emitter. So we operate the transistor in an inverted fashion. Exchange, inverse. In such a case, current and junction voltage relationship for the transistor is in given by, so IA equal to minus alpha I IC minus IC naught into epsilon VE by VT minus 1. Just to exchange, IE is replaced with IC, IC is replaced with the IA. Here the subscript I to alpha indicates that we are using the transistor in inverted manner. Okay, alpha 1 is the inverted common base current gain. IA naught is the emitter current reverse saturation current. Emitter junction reverse saturation current. And VE is the voltage drop from P side to N side at the emitter junction and is positive for forward biased emitter. And alpha I is sometimes referred to as a reverse alpha, that is alpha R and alpha N. Reverse is alpha R. Normal means alpha N. Is sometimes referred to as forward alpha, that is alpha F. Okay. Subscript I to alpha indicates we are using the transistor is in inverted manner. So alpha I is inverted to common base current gain. IE naught is the emitter junction reverse saturation current and VE is the voltage drop from P side to N side at the emitter junction and is positive for forward biased emitter. And alpha I is sometimes as a reverse alpha, that is IR to IN. IR is the reverse alpha, IN is the normal manner. Is sometimes referred to as the forward alpha, that is the alpha F. Okay, and the base spreading resistance, in this case base spreading resistance. The transistor currents and voltages defined in the Ebers model equations. Here the positive value of the current means positive charge flows into the junction. Positive charge flows into the junction and the positive VA into VC means emitter and the collector junction is forward biased in this emitter and collector. Okay, this is the forward biased. This is the currents and voltages used in the Ebers model equations. This diagram shows the currents and voltages used in the Ebers model of equations. So, base region is very thin. We know that base region is very thin and the current which enters the base region across the junction area must flow through a long narrow path to reach the base terminal. Okay. The cross-sectional area per current flow in the collector or emitter is very much larger than the base. Okay. Base region is, we know that base region is very thin and the current which enters the base region across the junction area must flow through the long narrow path to reach the base terminal. So the cross-sectional area of the current flow in the collector to emitter is very much larger than the base. Hence, usually ohmic drop in the base alone is of the importance. This DC ohmic base resistance is represented by the symbol RBB bar and it is referred to as the base spreading resistance. Due to this resistance, voltages VCB or VC are different. This diagram shows the Ebers model of PNP transistor. Okay, It involves the two ideal diodes. These two are the ideal diodes connected in back to back, placed in back to back with reverse saturation currents of minus IE0 and minus IC0, and two dependent current controlled current sources shunting the ideal diodes. Okay, for PNP transistor, both IC0 and IE0 are negative, which are represented as negative, so that minus IC0 and minus IE0 are positive values, giving the magnitudes of the reverse saturation currents of the diodes. Okay, the current sources account for the minority carrier transport across the base. Let us see the equations of the IC and IE from Abber's mode equation. Applying a KCL, so IC equal to minus alpha n IE plus I. So IE equation, current equation is minus alpha n IE plus I naught into epsilon Vc by Vt minus 1. Okay, so I naught is the magnitude of the reverse saturation. So I naught equal to minus IC naught. Substituting this value of I naught into the equation, so IC equal to minus alpha IN IE minus IC naught into epsilon Vc by Vt minus 1. Okay. Similarly, applying KCL to the emitter node, we get alpha IE equal to minus alpha IC plus I. We get minus alpha IC minus IC naught into epsilon VE by VT minus 1. This model is valid for both the forward and reverse static values applied across the transistor junctions. Okay, this model is valid for both forward and reverse static values applied across the transistor junctions, but it omits the base spreading resistance, that is DC ohmic base resistance RB bar, and neglects the difference between ICB0 and IC0. So this is the Ebers mole equations or Ebers mole model of the transistor. Okay.